photographer from the New York Times. So it's just like imagine a motherfucker walking up like, hey man, you want to interview? You like, yeah, what's up? I'm with the LA. You ain't building too. You gonna always build. Yeah, you gotta.
In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty, man. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. Bob Marley said that. Remember that.
Yeah, so you gotta think. Put the needle in the shoe, so that go for everybody to be on point. You learn from that type of shit, like, oh, okay, shit, you gotta. When we moving how we moving, we need all the guys to stay on point like that.
You kind of can't trust shit at all.
I feel like when your intentions are pure, you'll be able to see right through the fake shit really quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Better than the average person. Like,
you can, because your vibration, your vibration higher. So with your vibration being higher, you go feel things differently. You gonna perceive things differently. You know what I'm saying? Think about like when we was at that mindset. Like right now, we standing here as genuine gods right here in this circle, just knowing that we the creators of this. We knowing who we are. It's a different posture we got. Our whole body language different than from when we hadn't remembered that fact, and we did maybe things in our life that was, you know, directly against our growth. You know what I'm saying? That would have helped us, but we needed them. We needed that to be able to rise. You know, like they say, you know, you can't have. The sun is out every day, but if the sun's shining every day, you ain't gonna know the difference between the sun and the cloudy days. You're not, because the sun always out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that type. It's like that type of analogy.
Time don't exist.
Exactly. That's why time don't exist. So at the end of the day, it's like with the vibration, how you just said, like, yeah, when your vibration right, you can see through the people that's trying to do the snake shit, like how they did Bob Marley. That's true. Like as you start rising that vibration, you know what I'm saying, that energy, you know what I'm saying, you can see it. You can perceive it. You can feel it. That shit. You literally download it. That's why they call it downloads. Like your conscious downloads information around you. You know what I'm saying? You download information around you at all times. You feel me? So it's like, but it's like when I, like, for me personally, when I was at that little vibration in the hood, playing the block, you know, being a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? When I was living like that, it was like. It's amazing because you don't look at shit the same. You do. You remember who you are, and you won't even be on that no more. It don't even look right. It don't. Yeah, you can't enjoy nothing. You can't really enjoy nothing. But your perspective, like how I even look at my people. I used to, back in the day, I would have walked into this like nervous. I don't know what nobody on. You feel me? Like looking at everybody as my enemy. But when I'm like, no, that's me. That's me. I'm him. Like. This our shit. Oh, so hold on. What I'm fighting with, don't. I can kill everybody in the circle, or we can all kill each other right now. But what is that gonna change for the people that run shit? Gonna still run shit. That's how that shift. That's what shifted me. Yeah, that's what shifted me. Like to be like, hold on, we can kill each other all day, but they still run shit. Or me and you can fight it out, and then the police come, they gonna take us both to jail. You know what I'm saying? Facts. You know what I'm saying? You start really digging. So then that led me to finding out about how when you start talking to your ancestors, they start directing you to read certain shit, that's download to help you remember. You know, like. But when we read books and when we hear lectures and people talk, we already know this, you know what I'm saying? But that person is saying that to you, or that book you're reading is stimulating your soul, so to pull it out of you.
When
so
we
it
talk
ain't
to each other, we be talking to ourselves.
Facts.
Our own questions and shit.
You know how like we'll sit here and think like, oh, okay, I'm learning something from you, I'm learning something from you. You really just helping me remember what I already know. You feel me? Peace, God. You know what I'm saying? You help me remember what I already know. God body. God's pulling up. I told y'all we on live. We building right here. The God's pulling up, man. See, God got the locks.
How do you get just more in tune with your ancestors? Like, you gotta like read about it, learn about them.
Talk to them.
Get more in tune with them. Like,
You gotta talk to them. Ask them for help. You know what I'm saying?
They gotta say we passed
Once
the
you read
weed.
more about it, you'll learn how to make an altar and stuff. And give them offerings and all type of stuff.
I stay over her on the blunt. Now I'm listening to you though, God, and I heard what God
said. I was just saying, like, he basically told me you just gotta talk to him. But I was just saying, how do you get deep in tune with your ancestors, like on a deeper level?
It's really like just knowing that you are your ancestors. You feel me? You are your.
Oh, where is that?
What you doing in the woods? I heard some shit. You heard that, right?
No,
I heard
that shit.
Yeah. But like what you were saying, God, though, when you asked that question, how do you get more in tune with your ancestors? You feel me? it's like what God just said was right. That's a fact. And then to add on to what he just said, is really like you just got to recognize that you are your ancestors. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of your thoughts and things that inspire you, from the way that I'm talking about down to the way that you standing right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All that's what your ancestors did. Like your granddaddy might have had, like you got long. Let me give you an example. These are all what chromosomes is. So you can understand why you your ancestors. You got chromosomes in your body, right? We got all these chromosomes in our body. All right, we out here building, y'all. We got all these chromosomes in our body, right? You got all these chromosomes in your body. But your chromosomes is your genetic makeup. So your genetic makeup is like, why? Okay, my hands is shaped a certain way. Your hands shaped. You gotta look at your features. You know what I'm saying? That comes from your chromosomes. Your nose shape, your eyebrows, your lips, your head, your chin, your shoulders, the way you stand, your feet down to your toe, everything. That's all you get that from your chromosomes. Give you that. That's called scientifically your genetic makeup, right? So your entire genetic makeup comes from 9 series of DEA. You know, each series is full of thousands and thousands of all your different ancestors that was here before you, but you really your ancestors. So you might have your posture came from your great granddad. You know what I'm saying? Your eyebrows came from your dad. You know what I'm saying? But you like what you like eating. What's your favorite food? Just throw it out there, whatever it is, or a snack you like.
I say like mac and cheese. I like potatoes.
Okay, he said mac and cheese. You like potatoes, okay? But you don't like potatoes, and he don't like mac and cheese because he like mac and cheese. One of your ancestors liked the mac and cheese. You see what I'm saying? So that's why you like mac and cheese. You see what I'm saying? One of your ancestors that was 3 generations before you prior liked the potato salad or a lot of potatoes. So now you like potato salad. You know, nothing we doing is us because we doing it. Like even if you do a little bit of just like you can play with Ancestry.com. It actually is kind of good to play with to an extent. It'll take you back maybe like 3-4 generations to the 1800s. That's it. It ain't gonna give you no deep shit like what we know about us. But just to look at your direct, at least ancestors in this physical realm, like your mama's, you can look them up. Look that shit up, right? And you gonna see. You gon' like I did. Like I went back to my great grandmama. Her name was like Violet Ruby Johnson. Like in 1852. Like I'm looking at her records. I'm looking at all that shit, right? But guess what? She looked just like my motherfucking auntie. Like just like her though. But before I ever seen that picture on Ancestry though .com. You know what I'm saying? I always thought my auntie just looked like my grandma a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Not then, but I see. My great grandmama look twins like my auntie. That's her fucking twin. Might as well be her physically. You know what I'm saying? But we don't be knowing that because we don't see back that far. You thinking it's just about your mama and your grandmama. You got ancestors. You see what I'm saying? That was here before your grandmama. Your grandmama got a mama and her mama had a mama and her mama had a mama. You got to think back to them. All that shit is in you. Just like you pass all that down to your kid. You have a kid right now, you passing all that down to them. The way you feel, they knowledge.
They ever seen, thought of, all that.
I mean, just the way you feel about shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the little things that you like, you don't like, that's all a part of your genetic makeup. You pass all that down to your kids and who you think you get it from. You see what I'm saying?
My son you took a picture with yesterday, man. Them boys right there, man, they definitely gonna change the world for the next generation to come. So,
facts, yeah. Facts.
They own something, man. At
Right.
a young age.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, so like you got to understand yourself scientifically, you know what I'm saying? So that's what genetic makeup mean, and that's what I be meaning by your genetic makeup and things like that. I'm talking about that aspect of it. You feel me? That aspect of it, you know what I'm saying? So once you understand that from a physical aspect, like we saying your great-great-grandmama, you look just like her, your great-great-granddaddy, you like mayonnaise because they like the mayonnaise, right? They like you like spicy food. They like the spicy food though. You don't know it because you ain't. They wasn't here when you got here. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so that connection isn't just a physical connection. Although I just gave you physical realm examples, which is like the solid. That's a spiritual thing, even ancestors. You see what I'm saying? You got physical ancestors, which would be like your mom, your grandmom, because these are your ancestors of when you lived in this physical incarnation. But you are spirit and soul. You're not the body. You get what I'm saying? You're not your body. So you have spiritual ancestors too. See what I'm saying? This is why you go with, you know what I'm saying, you got spiritual ancestors, and then you got other lives you done live, so then you gather ancestors from them planets and them realities, you know? You got all that in you. That's all a part of why you feel, why you feel. You got certain fears and shit. You thinking you fear that some people might, there's people that's 29, they still fear the dark. You know what I'm saying? But they scared of the dark because 9 lifetimes ago, that somebody killed them in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, on this planet, you know what I'm saying, it was enshrouded in a darkness state where they wasn't in a peaceful state. They might have been at a different level in their soul journey where they had to evolve there. Because there's different realities where souls just go, and it ain't no physical state. Like this is when we come here in a physical state. We land here, you know what I'm saying? You landed here. Like that's why it's really a landing. Your soul and spirit embodied together descends down here to this physical embodiment. This the lowest vibration. This the lowest vibration. You feel me? I heard with the gods. This the lowest vibration. You feel me? But at the same time, that's why we have to understand that you have these spiritual ancestors. You know what I'm saying? And that's who you want to go to. This is what I mean when I say go to the ancestors, right? This is what we talking about. We like your ancestors. You got your physical ones, and you got physical things in you that you got from them, but you got spiritual ancestors. You got ancestors that was the ancient ones. You got angels. You got angelic beings. You know what I'm saying? You got Titan energies. You know what I'm saying? You got that's them 72. That's them 72. Demonic forces I be speaking about when I be talking to y'all about the demonic forces. You see what I'm saying? But those are your ancestors, spiritual ancestors, Titan ancestors that you've been all these different beings. You've been everything before because you created everything. We've been everything before. So when you say from a spiritual aspect, like in the plasma energy realms and the astral realms and the quantum realms, that's all spiritual. That's all. So you got just like here as above, so below. Just like right here, we got different little places we go. We got families. We ain't all the same. You know what I'm saying? You got your personal family. He got his personal little family. Okay, it's like that in the spiritual realm. So you got all these families. You got alliances that you done made over different lifetimes while living as a soul through all these many different incarnations. You got all that help around you at all times. That's the force. That's the ashe. You feel me? So when you go into your ancestors, that's why you meditate. Because when you meditate, you going within. You're basically taking your mind and you're going your spirit and your soul, and you're tapping into your genetic coding. The genetic coding is, you know what I'm saying, that's the DEA, that's your deoxyetheric acid, that's the genetic coding.